the ever-increasing problem of plastic pollution is really complex. Plastic production continues to increase annually, and we don't really see that slowing down. So effectiveness of waste management systems around the world vary greatly. And because of the increased production and our sort of leaky waste system, plastic contaminants are throughout our oceans and freshwater systems globally. To date, passive and active ingestion of plastics and microplastics has been documented in hundreds of species and can cause a range of adverse effects. For those of you who don't know what microplastics are, they're classified as pieces of plastic that are less than 5 millimeters in size, so little tiny pieces. We still don't quite understand the community level and ecological significance of microplastic and plastic ingestion. So microplastics are often accumulating in shallow coastal habitats, and this is also where juvenile stages of most aquatic organisms occur. And this is particularly affecting the eggs, embryos, and larval stages of aquatic organisms because they're particularly vulnerable to waterborne pollutants owing to their limited ability to regulate their internal environment. So a recent study showed that exposed fish, perch, that were exposed to microplastics at ecologically relevant concentrations and sizes of plastics, so that's about 7,000 to 10,000 pieces of plastic per meter cubed. That's the average that we're finding in coastal habitats off of Sweden. So that's a lot of plastic. But that study showed that there's a decreased hatching success and higher predation due to microplastics ingestion. And the larval fish preferred microplastics over the phytoplankton and other food sources that they normally would select for. A similar study in oysters found similar results as well. So a negative impact on oyster health and overall reproduction rates. So the connection to human health is still not very well understood, but we know we consume these animals that are consuming plastic. We need more research to better understand how microplastic ingestion by seafood and how humans consume seafood is affecting our health, and also how the chemicals in plastics that plastics are made with and that they accumulate while they're in the environment, I think Arlene can speak to this a bit more, are affecting the short and long-term health of humans and all the other animals that are affected by plastics.